The Strand. Intercultural understanding is subtly embedded into the Australian curriculum. The challenge teachers face is to incorporate relevant, engaging, and contemporary learning activities to engage students and enhance student knowledge of intercultural understanding. This is the challenge we wish to address in our project proposal. We collected data from staff in order to document whether specific and targeted pedagogical strategies worked to address this challenge in schools. In the Australian curriculum, students develop intercultural understanding as they learn to value their own cultures, language, and beliefs and those of others. They come to understand how personal, group, and national identities are shaped and the variable and changing nature of culture.
Evans High School is located in Blacktown, New South Wales. Evans High School caters to 600 students. As Evans High School is a very multicultural school, which comprises of majority 70% of students with non-English or English as second language background, therefore intercultural understanding is significant towards improvement in the school culture.
The goal of the Action Research Project is to promote and ensure intercultural understanding within Evans High School using a whole school approach. In order to do this, we will apply the interventions across all KLAs within the school to ensure full student and teacher participation. We will be implementing engaging and relevant tasks specifically designed for each KLA. The tasks have been designed to be differentiated and relevant across all of Year 8 learning and meeting relevant expectations and outcomes for Stage 4. The tasks will be primarily based on developing and measuring the student engagement with different cultures. By incorporating the project across all learning areas and faculties, this will ensure an atmosphere of collective learning and participation in the intervention.
Teachers and students were provided with an interview after the conducting of the project in order to determine prospect of continuous measured growth along with several different techniques. The success of cross-curricular collaboration was also implemented to the whole school in order to promote intercultural understanding, granted that differentiation subject to subject took place. The effectiveness of teaching and learning methods were measured through observations and discussion in order to determine the effective implementation of intercultural understanding. Teachers at Evans High School were therefore given the opportunity to be able to modify the effectiveness of certain tasks while improving their strategies where necessary. This project took place in the span of 7 weeks. This consisted of pre-planning, devising surveys and interviews, conducting initial survey, planning KLA lessons, delivery of lessons, conducting focus group interviews, and compiling and analyzing data, eventually publishing the results and communicating the findings.
The purpose of this study is to gain an insight into the thoughts of teachers and educators on intercultural understanding in the classroom. This survey was created in order to guide the development of an intervention at Evans High School to promote and improve intercultural understanding within the Year 8 cohort. The sample included 8 teachers of varying experience, with the majority of teachers having worked at the school between 2 to 7 years. The teachers surveyed were from the following KLAs: Visual Arts, PDHPE, Food Technology, as well as Society and Culture. Participants expressed the need for students to develop cultural literacy through developing a deep knowledge and understanding of cultural identities in order to respect cultural diversity. The aim is for students who are participating in this project to learn from cultural experiences as they interact with and empathize with people from different cultures.
The following lesson plan is aimed at Stage 4, Society and Culture. However, it can be used across the curriculum and tailored to individual learning areas as intercultural understanding is a cross-curriculum outcome.
Incorporated activities for the food technology lesson plan was relevant and specific to the unit of food for spatial occasion. The lesson plan has a strong focus towards intercultural understanding. The lesson plan also focuses on other key areas such as differentiated learning to ensure inclusivity and learning from intercultural experiences and teaching students about different cultural perspectives within the content of food technology. This is evident as teachers and students sharing food that are culturally significant to them, and trying foods from different cultures, experiencing and understanding culturally significant foods and celebrations from around the world. Students are encouraged and provided with an invaluable opportunity to interact with and collaborate with people from other cultures.
According to the surveys, visual arts teachers at Evans High would like the concept of understanding each other's cultures more, interacting and empathizing with people from other cultures, and developing workshops for students to build connections with different cultures implemented throughout the curriculum. This was done through creating an around-the-world embroidery workshop consisting of 5 different methods from 5 of the different countries the students are from. Students had to then attempt each embroidery technique and learn about the history and culture of the technique. They then were given a group and were to present their findings, allowing interaction of peers from other countries.
Intercultural understanding is a key focus identified within this research project, with an aim to promote and improve intercultural understanding at Evans High School. This lesson has been strategically designed to incorporate an understanding of how different groups engage in Australia, investigating why people's choices can be different as a result of cultural perspectives. In addition, the lesson intends on addressing the values and views students have of their own culture and culture of others, exploring the influence and impact of cultural identities on an individual's health and well-being. This project also aims to develop numerous student capabilities, such as critical and creative thinking, expressed through the ability to accept and respect differences, in turn supporting classmates who are different. Additionally, the lesson has an embedded link to the PDHB syllabus, enabling students to develop the necessary knowledge, understanding and skills to enhance their own and others' health and well-being. Students participating in this project will be provided an opportunity to develop important skills in building effective relationships, including empathy, communication and respect. Moreover, the designed lesson implements a combination of cooperative and inquiry-based learning to ease the achievement of outcomes and increase student engagement. Cooperative learning is an effective pedagogical approach which improves the social and emotional capabilities of students. It is a strategy which fosters inclusive and supportive learning environments and has been reported to increase student engagement and motivation as students are able to build relationships with their peers.
From executing these lesson plans, teachers were able to determine some of the strengths and limitations of the process. Some of the strengths included that the cultural perspectives were integrated successfully, along with students being provided opportunities to learn different cultural experiences. Students were, in result, able to engage in cooperative learning and research of different cultural practices. Room for improvements that the teachers observed were that students may feel uncomfortable discussing their background or cultural values, while different cultures have different understandings of the roles of food in our diet, concepts of art, or even concept of politics in society and culture. This process also would have benefited with assessment tasks in order to judge student progress and development. There are several strengths and limitations that the project has reflected, leaving room for improvement. The research, as a strength, had measured outcome process, which determined whether the integration of methods were successful or not. Another strength was the process of differentiation, which ensured the incorporation of intercultural understanding to be simple and plausible throughout several different subjects and curriculums. In addition to the strengths, there have been reflection of several areas that may be improved. Firstly, the research could take place through a longer time frame. For example, a unit as opposed to a lesson. This would allow weeks dedicated to integration of intercultural understanding and could also ensure the methodology is followed through cross-curriculum. Other areas of improvement could be expanding the research to several different year groups and conducting research at schools with a variety of demographics, locations, or curriculum.